like game capture of Dota 2. So one of those configurations made it weird, but I believe that one of them is equally smooth. So I just need to figure which one.
10 seconds remaining.
And we're back here in the Next Level Dota stream with Nex and Rankshis.
I'm Rankshis.
He's Rankshis. Yeah.
That guy's Nex.
This voice is Nex.
This voice is Nex.
Like
What?
in Doom getting run down. Yeah. And Tidehunter not making it through. We won't see a Tidehunter this time.
Oh man, no accidental ravages? Bummer.
God, dude, how much of a nerf is Shadow Shaman and DP gonna get?
I don't actually see Shadow Shaman getting nerfed.
That's crazy.
I think Shadow Shaman has his downsides to him. Like,
Yeah, what's that?
if they were going to do any nerfs to him, they would increase the mana cost of things, and I would imagine that that's it.
Wow, they're already really high.
I know, but like that's the thing. He has high mana cost, so he like really needs mana boots. He needs levels. That's hard to get.
So
like,
you're basically making him kind of more like farm, like maybe people will have to start playing him in like a farming role-ish.
well, like people used to play him in a farming role, like a mid scenario, but he's just not as good as other mid heroes. Like
What?
it's super easy to beat a Shadow Shaman mid.
A Sven first pick.
Wow.
Woo!
Is this going to be
10
another
seconds remaining.
strength team? Just wondering. Everybody
5 seconds remaining.
could be. You never know.
Yeah.
Reserve time.
I'm just configuring some windows and stuff really quick. Yeah. Alright, there we go. And Doom and Faceless Void. Wow, I haven't not seen a Doom in so long. It's crazy. Yeah, we talked about nerfing him 1 armor. Or giving him some magic resistance reduction. But yeah, he might need a nerf. He's just really strong in the offlane. Shadow Shaman making it through, of course.
Radiant
'Cause he's
team
strong.
pick.
So back to what I was saying about Shadow Shaman before other things happened. Like shackles, you have to stand there to use shackles. Hex has like a moderately kind of low time at level 1,
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
true.
not like if you get max ether shock, which you probably should. Like you'll have a 1.25. That's crazy
10
low
seconds
hex
remaining.
duration. And I don't know, he's got a lot of like drawbacks to playing him. You can do some things to hurt the other team having a Shadow Shaman. I mean, he's definitely has his positives about him too.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that is true. But like, let's see. Is there any other like channels? And all the other channels are kind of ultimates on other heroes. But like on top of that, like his shackle is 2.75 seconds. So like level 1, it's like okay, yeah, it's a channel, but it's also one of the longest CCs at level 1, like in the game.
Totally true.
Yeah, but no, you're right. I mean, you're right about all those things. Like channel can be interrupted. Maybe you need to move, or maybe he's really squishy. So if he's channeling, you can just hit him, and then hex. So like low cooldown or low.
Calling it right now, by the way. Frickin' strength team incoming.
Oh boy, it's happening. Is it? I wonder. Okay, let's see who's captaining. Naxul this time. Hey, friendly Naxul from our from our chat. As I look over, he says, "I have a treat for you guys."
5 seconds remaining.
If you do this will be the 3rd time that a strength melee team has won.
By the way, I just want everyone to know that I did call this after 1 strength hero being picked.
Well,
Just
you called it
saying.
after 2.
Well, I said, could this be
Okay.
a strength team?
Got it.
After first pick Sven.
Okay. I gotta burp. I got too much barks in my... like a baby. No! Oh my goodness. I need some Tums or something.
What is wrong with you? This is what it's like being your friend, like on a constant basis. It's just like random noises followed by like
Radiant team
nonsensical things.
Yep. That's me!
Yeah, I know.
Razor being picked is... Okay, yeah, good hero. We'll see if he gets against his arch nemesis, the Viper.
team
But no, it won't be because the strength hero is
It's
going to be...
it's yeah. I've already revealed the
Right.
strategy to Dire Team.
Yep. So, unfortunately, anyone on the Radiant team who's watching our stream is going to be able to notice that the strength team is being called out by the casters about
10
the third
seconds
pick.
remaining.
This is why we should have like a 2-minute delay, by the way.
Yeah,
Radiant
I
team pick.
only have a minute delay right now. So sorry, but I don't think go. Yeah. All right, here's the verb. Yes,
Oh, he's done it, everybody.
I feel like a god.
Oh, it's not all strength. Okay, well, maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, all right, cool. Well, we were misleading the enemies for you.
Yeah, that's what we were doing. We were trying to trick them. That's why they banned that Magnus.
5 seconds remaining.
Sweet.
Reserve
Yeah.
time.
Look at that. Okay, cool. I'm liking it so far, man. Nah. Yeah. Sven and Dragon Knight. All right, let's see what's going on. I mean, the Magnus Sven was there. Let's try to guess Naxul's strategy. Timbersaw and the Strength Heroes. Oh man.
Timbersaw's crazy good against their team so far, by the way.
Yeah. Well, teammates equals left wing. Ooh, I like the Omni Knight pick, but it's still a strength melee here. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Repel. This is sweet. I love this. Giving Sven a BKB on Repel is so good, especially against the Timbersaw. Like you were saying, whoa, look at the Timbersaw, but now the Repel's going to be there.
Just the stat loss percentage for strength heroes is like doubly hurtful for strength heroes.
Right.
As where like if it's an int hero, it's like no big deal. I lost some mana for a second, or an agility hero, it's like I lost some damage and or like armor. Yeah.
And a Dazzle being picked up by the Radiant team.
Not bad. They have to group up. Okay, Chen.
Radiant team ban.
Dude, I had talked about the Omni Knight, so I'm giving props to Naxul right now. Omni Knight, woo! I'm gonna love seeing it, man. This is gonna be great. And that's really good against Razor. Like Razor's gonna static link and like want to like use his right clicks, but Guardian Angel's gonna be there.
5 seconds.
And yeah, this is I always like the Dazzle pick. I think it works in like most lineups. But the problem that happened before when they picked the Dazzle, I think the first game I cast today, it was Dazzle and Witch Doctor as supports on the team. It's just like you can't make anything happen with Dazzle and Witch Doctor. Shadow Shaman is much better than Witch Doctor in terms of being able to like make something happen as supports, actually get ganks or actually draw or push away the enemy in the off lane or something like that. The bans, Clockwork getting banned out, I think that'd be a pretty good.
I'm also actually kind of worried for this Timbersaw because Sven does have a stun, and stuns are what like hurts a Timbersaw. I guess it is like a projectile stun, making it harder to like stop a Timbersaw from timber chaining. I'm curious to see what the last pick will be, because if it's some sort of instant disable, that Timbersaw is between a rock and a hard place.
Yep.
10 seconds.
Ogre Magi.
remaining.
How many instant stuns are there in the game? Ogre Magi, Fisser is kind of instant.
I mean,
they all have big back swings.
Those have like cast times on them. Like Dragon Knight, for instance. Like I'm pretty sure that's a instant stun.
Yeah, that's instant. Like, but
there's no cast time on it and no travel time.
Unless he's in dragon form.
Yeah, exactly. There is the melee
Shadow
aspect
Shaman's
to it.
Hex consider us?
Yes, hexes are instant.
Okay, and that I was like, because I know it's like a disable. It's not a stun. So I was like, I'm wondering if he was just gonna timber chain as a chicken to his tree. The last pick's Invoker and Chaos Knight.
Wow.
Almost the full strength team, but then the Chen comes in to make sure everyone gets healed. Look at the holy heroes. That's what it is. I can't believe we didn't realize it. I'm so sorry, Naxul, that we didn't realize it earlier. Rankshis, what's the Radiant team?
I mean,
it's the Knight team.
They're Knights, yeah. All right, sure. Sure.
All right, Holy Knight, Rogue
fair.
Knight.
GG, all 5 Knights.
Yeah.
All right. Sure. All right. Wow.
That is awesome. Oh man, this is the Knight team. Woo.
Nice to you.
They had like actual names. There's like Rogue Knight, Holy Knight for Chen. I thought there was
Omni Knight, Chaos Knight.
Okay, got it.
Dragon Knight.
Dragon Knight. There it is. Nice.
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay. So, going over who's playing who on the Knight team, horses and knightly valor and honor and, well, chaos in terms of Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight, speaking of which, being played by Naxul, the guy who drafted all this all. Mac playing the Holy Knight. PR0 playing the Rogue Knight. Tapaz playing the Dragon Knight. And Korchin playing the Omni Knight. On the Radiant team, Timbersaw being played by Feshnatal. Next, being played by Invoker. He's played Invoker a couple times. Teammates
is Next being played by Invoker?
Next is being played by Invoker right now.
Wow.
And Dazzle, or Teammates equals Left Wing Faggots being played by Dazzle. Fauntleroy being played by Shadow Shaman. And Trollodo being played by Razor.
What a way to word it.
What a world we live in. It's always pauses. I'm 4,000 ping. Beat that. No way. Go. GG. GG. All right. And we're back. And
30
we're
seconds
back.
to battle.
So, Timbersaw is looking to ward, but this is exactly what you need to do as any team in a defensive. You need to get there quick and make sure that you zone out any potential wards, because wards are bad. And just being able to see where they put them. Now, this is good on the Timbersaw. He hid behind the trees here and then placed it over the trees so that Chaos Knight isn't going to know exactly where he placed it, but when he inspects the inventory of Timbersaw when he gets to lane, he's going to assume that he placed it somewhere in this region.
Begins.
So it's pretty easy sentry ward, in my opinion. In fact, if he just puts it where he was standing, this will pretty much counter everything. And so in the mid lane, it's going to be DK against the Invoker. Invoker is going to be pretty good against that, but I've played this. You don't have the right clicks as Invoker, and Dragon Blood on Dragon Knights really makes you really tanky, and you can just stay the lane, and the nuke damage hitting the Invoker is doing a lot, and the block actually going the way of the Dragon Knight, so this is good for the Dragon Knight. He got a good block off. In the off lane for the Dire, the Holy Knight, or Omni Knight actually, is just going to be in the off lane. I really agree with this. They do have kill potential, though. This is going to be really bad. The Omni Knight leveled his Purification first, and I don't know if this is really the best decision. Now he's going to get completely CC'd up. If he has a Repel right now, he could have thrown it on himself. This is looking really bad for the He actually gets the Purification. It does a little bit of work, but they don't have any more slows left. He got Healing Wave, and so this is actually... Wow, the right clicks are so close. They're chasing. They're trying to do it. Oh, now. Wow. Good job on... Yeah, I guess the heal, made him live, but I think Repel would have been a little bit better there, but at least he lived, and that's all that counts. Do you think level 1 Repel is kind of how you should go in general?
It's really hard to say. Like, both of them would have enabled him to live, but with Purification, you can actually, harass and get a last hit or two.
Right. You kind of don't want to use Purification at rank 1, though, really.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, but living is good.
Tough choice. Tough choice.
Tough a choice is it. And in the safe lane, it is, of course, a support Sven. Going to be polling and doing things. I think it's support Sven. Would you make support Chaos Knight or support Sven?
Support Sven.
Yeah.
Support Sven used to be, really popular a couple years ago. Just with, Warcry and Stormhammer. Pretty solid kit for a support.
Yeah, and Timbersaw
you can roam really well.
Pretty happy to get this matchup because it's a greedy kind of lineup, of course, with all the melee and whatnot. And without the help from Chen, if he gets some creeps, they're not going to be able to do anything to the Timbersaw. And yeah, it's just going to be tough. If Timbersaw gets rooted by the Dark Troll Summoner, does that stop his Timber Chain?
Yeah, I believe it would.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of gank potential coming out there, but mainly Sven's just going to be looking to pull the wave, try to get as much XP as he can, and Timbersaw is going to be really happy to get this lane. A lot more happy than the Omni Knight, in my opinion, because the Omni Knight might get pushed away. He can't go too deep without the fear of maybe getting killed unless he gets some levels, so it depends on how much levels he'll get. If he gets enough Purification levels, there's no killing the Omni Knight.
Looks like there's a smoke gank happening on mid, and they're going to go the long way around. But with the changes to smoke, I wonder if they'll make it in time.
Oh wow, did they reduce the duration?
Yeah, it was a while ago, but
yep. So giving him the Mexican wheel here in mid lane. doing
Looks
this
like
little
they could make it.
roundabout, and they're gonna make it. And they're actually gonna cut through, but it actually gets revealed. Now it's not
that
good.
revealed.
And the dazzle was first. There's the slow, but they need the shackle really bad. There's the tornado to set up. They need this. Why did he turn around? Okay, so they got the shackle off. 2.75 seconds, doing damage, but he's so much armor. And there's the last right click, and it's enough
There
to
we
get
go.
it. First blood going the way of the invoker. Shen trying to help, but he wasn't there. Too little.
Boy,
too
that
late.
almost got messed up like 2 times there.
Yeah, that was really close, but the gank is all that it counts, and the gank was real.
Yep, worked out.
Leapfrog the courier, bringing a Wraith Band to the Razor hero. And Aquila. Phase...
Listen, Aquila?
Yeah. Aquila on Razor. Yeah. Do you think he should have gone like Phase to try to, like more harass this Omni Knight a little bit more?
Dire's
I
top tower
guess,
is under
like,
attack.
Aquila's such a weird item in it costs like quite a bit of money for a super cheap item, and you can get other things instead. Like you're against an Omni Knight. Like if he had phase, he'd be able to chase so well. But with an Aquila, he just gets the regen and some stats out of it, and it's not awful. I'm not saying that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
But I feel like the chase is more important.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't know. The Omni Knight might be able to man up and get like a purification on him. If Omni Knight gets any levels in like the G-Gen or the Razor might not be able to run away without any levels in unstable current right now. But the back on the supports of the Radiant, they're stacking and pulling. This is making Omni Knight have to go a little bit deeper, and so he's just not going to be able to get as much XP. This is what you need to do. You need to deny XP and almost just chain pull it and do your best to actually kill it before the creeps respawn at the 5-minute mark so that you can pull it to 13. And these Dire Wars are a little bit stacked here in terms of their vision, but sometimes you can't always get the good vision out there. And the Chen and the Sven, the rhyming names, are smoked up here in the mid lane. And the Tornado's going to go on the DK, and it's a little early, and he's actually going to man up, and the DK is going to man up with the DD. And this is looking really good, but the Invoker's going to get a solo kill almost on him. Oh, wow. And now the Invoker is now getting hit. Wow, that was so close on the DK, but that was completely well baited out by the DK.
I feel like, very well done, but I feel like if somebody mans up on you for like a reason that they shouldn't be manning up on you, you should be like, something bad is about to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Very rarely does it mean, hey, free kill.
Yeah, and the DD almost made it seem better, though, because then, Invoker's like, oh, he's got a DD, he's going to try to man up me, but I think I can kill him. But yeah, no, totally, that's pretty much true. Now the Radiant supports are looking to jump out of their jungle and make something happen. There's no wards from this side of the map for the Dire. God, my drawing on the map looks so broken, by the way. You can't see it. Maybe one of these times, look at it on the stream. Like, there's just a bunch of lines literally everywhere. And Timbersaw getting a kill on Sven that we just saw here in the top lane. Sven was like sitting there and...
We've been over this actually, and it's just on your screen. To me, it looks fine, but when I do it, the same thing happens to me.
Oh, it does happen to you. Okay,
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's weird. Must be just then the bug. I'm glad it was not just me. Okay, so yeah, Timbersaw able to cut the strength down on the support, Sven. Yeah, you're a strength hero, but that's Timbersaw, and he's level 7.
He went from like I looked at this. He had like 800
mid lane. There's something happened going on. DK, he's trying to get killed with the tankiness, and yeah, he will get killed once again.
Rip.
Well, actually, not once
yeah,
again,
he went from like 812 max health to like 700 something. I don't really remember, but just that stat loss going into effect,
right?
It like doubles the potency of that ability.
Yeah,
it's really really hard. This is a mostly strength team.
Yeah, let's do like the calculations. See, 15% of strength off of what he has, so that's like he has 38 strength now. Like, I don't know if it takes off base or anything, but like we'll say it's 38, and it takes 15% off, so that's about 5 strength, I guess, which is about, isn't it 15 health per strength?
19.
Wow, 19 health. So 19 times 5, yeah, that's like, we'll say 20. So it's about basically 100 HP that you like added to that nuke.
Yeah.
And on top of that, so yeah, it's like 250 pure damage if it hits a tree. Well, yeah, basically. And Razor disconnected, so there will be a pause. Box.
This is so funny to see a night team. It's a bummer it's not working out so well, but I'll say yet. It's not working out so well yet.
Yep, and this we've talked about the strength, or not strength, but melee heavy teams Just hard in the early game, and in this game it's actually getting punished more than the other melee heavy teams. I mean, it's essentially a full melee team, and I say that because Chen's in the jungle, so he's not in any of the lanes. So in terms of the laning setup goes, it's a completely melee team, and the main problem with that is the fact that you don't have the range. But now Invoker is getting gone on another smoke from the Chen, but now Shadow Shaman's here to help out, and Chen actually is on the back lines, didn't move up, macroing the hero. Now Invoker is getting so close to being dead. Oh wow. Okay, here's what it looks like when you actually get Ghostwalk early, guys, even though he is a Quas West Invoker, which is pretty rare. I didn't actually touch on that. He is going Quas Wex rather than Quas Exort, so no Forge Spirits, but he does have Ghostwalk, and he got away.
You know, like, Quas Wex is going to be crazy good this game, just because they're all strength heroes, and strength heroes have really bad mana pools for the most part.
This is a really awesome draft coming out from Naxul, but this is such a smart counterplay by both either the drafter or the person who's skilling this hero, because that Wex drain is going to be huge. We're going to see it right here. Watch the mana just gone. Doesn't even matter.
And this is going to happen pretty much every team fight.
Yeah, and if you're having to fight into that with no mana actually to your name, like, you can't fight. You literally have to run, and if you can't run, well, then you're going to die. Now the top lane, the Chen's going to try to make something happen. He's really active, this Chen. And that's important as for a Chen and Enchantress to actually be doing that. But towers are also important. But there's just such a great, like, you know, all these people don't want to push yet. Omniknight wants to farm. CK, Sven wants to farm. If they can get kills and then push, that's what they're mainly looking to do, I think.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Sven got Great Cleave already. I feel like the extra Warcry would be better.
Yeah. Oh, and mid lane, same thing. There's an EMP onto the DK, and once again he's tanking. He's getting so low, but here's the last right click in the Tornado Throne just to make sure it happens. This DK has gotten killed quite a bit now. That's 3 kills in the mid lane. Such good roaming from the Radiant side as well. The Dire originally, I think almost the roamings have been equal. It's like they keep counter roaming with the Smoke of Deceit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Radiant's ganks are just stronger. Chen's really strong, but it's hard to actually make it happen unless you have a really good setup. And Sven, I don't think Sven's really been roaming with him so much. There maybe was that one time, I think, but that's it.
DK's gonna have to drink his full bottle to get like mana back up. He TP'd into an EMP and just
that is
devastated.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Wow. Well played. Next, the source of Wex.
Double damage.
You're so clever.
I'm super clever. Omniknight is... Let's look at the Omniknight. I actually didn't have my last hits up because amazing Radiant. See, this is it right here. Now we're seeing it full force against a... This is when you're drafting. Like, I know this was intentional by Naxul, but, like, when you're in pubs or you're, like, making a team, sometimes you can forget, like, ranged heroes are really good in the laning phase, and they're really getting punished here. And as you can see, the 3 top farming heroes are indeed... but actually, there's... Timbersaw's getting gone on. He almost Timber Chains away, and I was really close to getting, like, a triple kill or just at least a kill on the Chen as that was happening. But, yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, Radiant just has more last hits. And
yeah, just better. They have better lanes, like, overall, so it's not surprising at all. And, like, DK's normally, like, a super solid, like, laning hero, but he keeps getting ganked, and that's totally where the Radiant need to focus their attention, and they're doing it.
Yeah, and now this is where the push is coming out. Timbersaw actually isn't in the top lane because they got that kill on him, and like I said, after the gank, there's the push, and Chen's there with the creep, so this is really good, getting some tower. There's the damage, a 4-second stun going down, and there's a TP actually from what it looks like to be Dazzle to make sure that he doesn't die. But yeah, Dazzle's just going to show up, and then Dire knows about it, so they got a lot of good tower damage there. That's good. They need to rinse and repeat that because they definitely need towers. They need map control. They need the early gold for them to actually get to the late game. And Radiant's going to start pushing when Shadow Shaman comes 6, and he's still pulling the creep, so he's going to get his 6 here pretty soon. And that's going to be really bad for the Dire.
Yeah, so we were talking about, like, the strengths and weaknesses of Shadow Shaman. Like, if you were going to exploit the fact that the other team has picked Shadow Shaman, theoretically you would want to start pushing.
There, top lane, Sven getting poison touch, plus the Chakram is going to get a kill on him.
That's rough.
And now Chen is following behind, so now it's CK with Chen. And it's the Chaos Knight with the Holy Knight, and Timbersaw's going ham, though. He Timber Chains in. Dazzle's still here. The Shallow Grave is still online. He's going really deep. Wow, there's the cuts. He actually goes to the chain, and there's the pure damage cut from the Whirling Death. And now Omni Knight comes in. Wow, big purification kill. And that's really good. Timbersaw has no mana left. And the repel onto the Satyr Tormentor. And there's not going to be any chase here because Degen Aura currently is not, the radius is not large enough for him to actually be slowing him at the moment.
So, like I was saying earlier, like, if the other team picks a Shadow Shaman, if you want to punish that, you should try, like, pushing before the Shadow Shaman can get up and pushing, making it easier to defend against Shadow Shaman pushes, because they have more area that they have to retreat through to into a safe zone, making, like, your towers a little bit safer than, like, you attacking, you attacking their towers safer than them attacking your towers.
Absolutely. Totally. That is, and that, not many people think about that counter, like, and I believe it really is. It's a counter play to push against a Shadow Shaman. For
yeah.
Sure.
And like Shadow Shaman just got his mana boost. He's not even level 6 yet, and it's 13 minutes into the game. Like, the strength of Shadow Shaman is yet to really come into play yet. So
it's a good point.
Gotta
level dependent
think
hero
about that stuff.
It's this pub. Mid tower going to the way of the Radiant as well. And now Dire's finally going to try to finish up this top tower, but their Radiant knows about this. They're grouping up. They have about 4 people here now, and Razor doesn't have a TP, but he's going to walk there. And
wow, Timbersaw finishing his Bloodstone, 13 minutes, almost 14 minutes in.
4 kills, and now there's the EMP on almost. It hits everyone, no mana.
And goodbye,
oh
mana.
my god, that EMP. Next, playing out of his mind right now. There's the purification, but there's nothing you can do. You have to leave. You cannot fight this. You cannot fight this, but they're fighting it. The Dire's going in. They're manning up. Next is hitting with Alacrity. There's the pure damage on 3, killing the Omni Knight, and now there's more right clicks. Well, there's no more mana left on the Timbersaw. He does have a Bloodstone, so he's definitely going to be regenerating some mana, so it depends on how long it takes, but Dazzle's here. The Shallow Grave was used. There's the heal a little bit. Next, looking to do something. He has Tornado as well, plus the Alacrity. He's right-clicking. He's doing so much damage, and now the Razor shows up to the party. He says, I'm late, but I'm fashionably late, and now they're going to push this tower.
Oh, Timbersaw going in yet again. It's not over, guys. I'm a Timbersaw. I have a Bloodstone. I have 10 charges.
Wow.
I'm going to regen mana like a motherfucker, and here
took
we
a
are.
swig of Bargs, and Timbersaw going ham.
Yeah, Timbersaw yet again getting kills. Timbersaw just devastating against mostly strength teams.
Damn. That's crazy. That was so good for the Radiant, and I was kind of saying it, like, I know I was kind of, I don't know, saying that Dire were making a mistake, but if they have 0 mana and DK's the only one that has a bottle, it's like DK was like, oh, I have a bottle, I will get mana and I will initiate, but you gotta have, like, you gotta think about your team, and your team has nothing. The Omni Knight was able to pop a wand and a soul ring to get a purification off, but that's it. You don't have much else.
Chaos Knight popped his wand twice there and was able to do some things, but not enough.
Now there's the repel, 2-second stun only onto the Timbersaw, but the Dire still can't do anything about this. They're running back. Omni Knight was slowed for a little bit, but now he's completely shackled up into the Chakram. Now the Eye of the Storm was popped as well. And yeah, this is it. This is their fight. Like we talked about, the wards are up and they're fighting at the opposing tower, and it's the worst thing that could happen to the Dire. And this is it. This is the unfortunate thing about the melee team, the knight strat. It's amazing. You want to do it. Oh, it's so fun to watch. But yeah, unfortunately, it just isn't coming online. And now Timbersaw's getting gone on. There's the Stormhammer stunning him up, and then the Dragon Tail to follow. But he's got a Shallow Grave, and he's super tanky. There's nothing that you can do to take him down right now. Not with these characters. You need the pure damage from Chen. You need definitely a purification as well. Yeah, I just noticed that the Dire team has 2 sources of like pure damage. That's kind of cool. But yeah, go end. Says this Sven. Yeah, wow.
That's not very knightly, some might say.
Yeah, he's the rogue knight. We will. This is definitely the first time. This is the first time I've seen the knight strat. Oh my goodness, but it was counterplayed just a little bit, I hope. See, I can't say I gave it away because I didn't even know that it was happening until the last moment. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. What does... Okay, so Sven has the Basilius. Chaos Knight working towards his armlet. Here's another EMP hitting everyone.
Managon yet again.
Oh my goodness. He's been landing so many good tornado EMPs. Like, he's looking for it. Like, his mode in his mind is clear and focused. He knows what he's looking for. And then he cries. I was ready. I believed in it, and I still believe it happened. The Holy Knight getting gone on top with the Timber Saw and the pure damage.
We were almost there.
Yeah? We were almost there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Living on a hand of God and Omni Knight. Omniscience. Living on omniscience. Take my hand of God. Get it? Because
Dyer's
That was
bottom
clever.
tower.
Good job.
Oh, look at that. He's doing a dance. Pinging it out. What's up, guys? From the flames. What? The flames.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
Pro is crying all day. Yeah. That's pretty much it, but the Dyer team isn't calling GG. They're going to go down like knights. Knights, they go to the end. They fight for the cause. They fight for their queen or their king and their kingdom. All of the peasants and all the people and the babies that live in their kingdom. They man up when they need to, and they go down with their sword. They don't let go of their sword until their death grip is complete, until it's ripped from their hands. That's
Many of these knights don't actually have a sword.
Shut up. That doesn't matter.
Dyer's
And now they're going, like I said, 4 seconds stun, but the Shadow Shaman comes in, Blink Hex on the Chaos Knight, and the Purification is there as well for the pure damage, plus the Test of Faith. The Fetch Snadel has so much HP. There's the Reality Rift, and the Chaos Bolt once again is 3 seconds. Is there going to be more? Purification, once again, he has it. He didn't use it yet. I was too late. Didn't actually hit him. Maybe it was some ping problem. But the Timber Saw just doesn't care. He's got a Bloodstone, and it doesn't even matter how much blood he loses. He's got more stored up in the charges, and now he completely dices him. He throws in the Chakram plus the Whirling Death. There's the stun back on him. 2 seconds this time. It went down every single time. 4, 3, 2, and now it's not that much of a stun. Corchin's going down. He has Repel, but he's stuck in the wards, and there's nothing he can do. You can tell he tried to hit his way out by hitting this ward, but it wasn't enough. On the bottom lane, Radiant trying to
Doesn't do very much damage.
Yeah. Doesn't do that much damage with his sword, hammer.
Nope, just hammer.
I personally have the axe hammer on my Omni Knight. GG, well played, fun draft coming out
Fun
from the
draft
team.
indeed. Shame it didn't work out.
Yeah. Shout out to Noxul, making the draft nice and exciting. What a bro. All right, so it is 3:36 here. Hasn't been nearly as hot in Seattle because of the overcast a little bit, which is nice.
What a day.
Not too